Oh, what the hell?
Tell me.
Okay.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
no, it looks good. It looks good. It just shows up super freaking weird on Restream. Got the elevator music.
All right.
Got it.
That's good.
Fuck it, we're going live. Do it live. Uh, hello, hello. Oh, is that Alex? Oh, Alex? Alexia? I don't know if you were Dutch and it was Alexia, that would be hilarious, but it's probably just Alex. Das Wordy, what's up? Rabbit, Forzen Boy, Neek, anyone else that will be joining, hello, hello. It is Patrick, your one of your moonlitters that
Let's not call ourselves moonlitters.
yeah, I don't know. I don't have live picture. What are you watching on? Are you don't have live picture? I can double check.
Because I see you, Patrick.
Yeah, I mean, I see you, I hear you. Ah, it's loading. So I checked Twitter very quickly, and I see us there. It's working.
Tell me.
I even heard us for a second. Yeah. I can also view on YouTube, but anyway. Welcome to Town Hall. I just assumed it was number 10. I just making up numbers at this point.
I think it's 9.
No.
I'll double check.
No, I'm almost certain last one was 9, but it was labeled number 8. Anyway.
And then now it's number 11.
Happy, yeah, well, whatever. Happy YUNA release week, everyone. This is the first week of 4 weeks in which we have released the Japanese-inspired environment of YUNA and all the cosmetics that come with it. I am your host, Patrick. Makita is my co-host, but really just like...
Yeah, I hope so. Well, but, I'm just streaming.
Just streaming and dreaming, aren't we all? Anyway.
Yeah, we have some exciting about community involvement and a little bit about lore.
Oh man, your internet is so
how
bad.
we will proceed with it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
It's the ants. So Nikita's residence was infested with ants this week, so he's been on a mission to clear out his living room, which is very uncommon in Berlin. Anyway, so things that we're about to cover are, how was the launch, things that went well, things that didn't go so well, first impressions from the community, lots of positive and excited people out there, especially for the first 2 armor sets. Very excited for next week's. And we'll get into that, like what is next week, what is the week after, and then we'll just jump into some of the things that people have been asking about, specifically the lore, because in our poll, people wanted 2 things and only 2 things. More GMs and more lore. GMs is no problem.
We will work on both of them.
Yeah, and then we'll just touch on like how everyone can be involved in like especially with the events that we have going on. So
okay, let's jump in. So, in your opinion, what did went well? What did go well? Sorry for my English.
What went well?
Yeah, that.
I mean, for the bugs that we did have, they were fairly small and like we jumped on them fairly quickly. I think we're really starting to come together to address these things in a manner that is very fast. So the reaction speed is good. But from the content standpoint, like everything was fairly smooth. Really loving YUNA as a survival game mode only environment, at least for now, for the events that we're running. I think the demand for the YUNA NFTs, especially this is just week one, really is great. I think, I mean, even our partners at Open Fort were like, yo, what's going on? Like, we're seeing 10x the amount of transactions every day. And it's like, yeah, well, this is good content, good events, and great community that's trying to get involved. So really, I think from that standpoint, we're really starting to grab traction, attract more collabs and partners that are really excited to bring in their users and get engaged with the game. So I think that's kind of the positives I walk away with. How about you? What do you think? You're like,
Yeah,
it looks good.
No. What I see, it's harder to get in the top 25 for sure, comparing to Lunar New Year for me. Like, man, right now I think I'm on position 18 or something, but I think I will need to like advance to actually like stay in top 25, even though I'm playing like a ton.
Yeah.
And I see a lot more people participating. This is cool. Also, like some newcomers from other communities jumping in. Like, this is always good. So it seems like there's just like more interest for Rogue Nation in this space, and I mean, I like it. I appreciate the attention. Of course, like it comes with some hardships. Like we had a small attack in the beginning of the week, which also like triggered the kill switch, and that's why the shop wasn't available. I think on Tuesday, but everything is safe, so this is good. And of course, like we see a bit more spam and some fake entries for the challenge, which just
This is what I love though.
requires a bit more attention. Yeah, of course, like with more people, it's just a bit more hustle. But whatever, I like it.
Yeah, it's I'll take it as flattery. People really wanting to spend
exactly.
time to like, get the goods.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I think and as people are messaging in chat, like survival being much more difficult. Also, I actually like that there are more bots just to kind of see, and we'll address like because we were asked earlier in the week, can they be smarter? Can they be more sophisticated? And we actually started with some more dumb bots, because if we made them too sophisticated, then it's like an actual competition. Like you're going to be more frustrated because these people are like, absolute assassins running out there. And we equipped them with varying degrees of gear. And so, the weapons that they have, like if you're just starting out and you have a rare or epic weapon, like it would actually be hard to compete. So yeah, I think like a lot of thumbs up. And one of our major, to talk about it from business terms, like KPIs, key performing indicators, was just the engagement and the reach and how we can grow these things. And just even from transactions to how many players are coming into the game, how many retain in the game, and just the engagement metrics, like everything is trending up, especially on days like Wednesday, Thursday, when we're doing our
a little bit about if more people are coming, especially new people who didn't play the game much. It's quite often that the metrics like engagement would drop because like new people just checking the game, while for me, not for me, and kind of like they might drop it. But our engagement was around like 45 minutes per player, and it stays like quite the same even right now after we basically like doubled the amount of people in the tournament. I take it as a very positive thing. So right now, on average, player plays 3 sessions a day and around 40 minutes basically spending daily. So it's around like 50, yeah, around like 15 minutes per session, which is actually quite close to what I do personally.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, we'll touch on some of the questions everyone's asking a little later because got some great ones. Definitely, Alex, about the bots. Yes, if they were smarter, it would be very tough to you're, but it gives you some indication of like where we're going with survival and future game modes that we could have for co-op and PvP. Just you know, gives us some early understanding of how we could balance like just even the size of the rooms, right? Like if these were three other players, total of four, and I think it would be very small to have the game mode be in the size of the room that we currently have. So how big should it be, right? How many enemies should spawn on a per wave basis? These are the types of things that we're able to look at right now and get a good understanding and feel. So when we do implement co-op, we're not starting from scratch.
The gameplay itself, and you can imagine, or like not imagine, but you can already feel that you need to, grab your kills faster than others. There is a competition happening on the field. You need to be faster than them. You need to kind of like stay a little bit away from them to be ahead of killing enemies that just spawn in. So I think there is more tactics involved right now comparing the previous iteration.
Yeah. And just to get back to the collab topic. So this week we have a number of collabs that we are doing / securing. So later today we'll be airdropping a ton of cosmetics for Saga knots out there that have staked Saga. So that's just a little collab that we're doing. Been talking to Games GG, always great people there. Shout out to the whole team, they're awesome. So very soon in the next week or two, we should be, really announcing what that looks like. Wombat, the platform over there, great people doing Dungeon Keeper. Oh man, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dungeon Keeper. I almost said Dungeon Hunter, but doing some collabs there. We're on their platform, so really feeling the love from those guys. I'm missing somebody else, but man, we have so many collabs in the next couple weeks. Like we're very excited to start breaking into more communities and making Rogue Nation, a more household name. Also, big shout out to all the KOLs and all the content creators that have been sharing their gameplay and experiences on platforms like X and Twitch and whatever content they're creating. Like big thanks to those out there. I won't start naming because then I have to like name 10 15 people and I'll forget somebody and then we'll be hated forever.
Yeah. So first impressions from community also quite positive. We received a bunch of positive comments, opinions. There was some feedback here and there, but overall, I think it is perceived quite well from the community. You think so too? I hope.
I mean, for sure. I think even when we're having issues, so we had to close down the store, 'cause as you said, like we were having some issues. We saw some potential attacks. So we actually have automated alerts for suspicious purchases. And yeah, even when we closed down the shop, people were fairly calm about the whole situation. I think saying sorry and giving everyone 500 gems certainly helps. But I think that the positivity, normally, I think when this happens, people really, kind of shit on devs. But I think we're just so present that people see that we're like, we're trying. We're a small team, small nimble team, and you know, it's a lot to pull off, and everyone's wearing a lot of hats. So definitely big thanks to everyone and their patience. But it really like was felt by us that like it was more of a positive like yeah, fix the stuff, and then like just give us our items when it's all when it's all done, and that's kind of what we did.
Yeah. All right. Should we touch on the event itself? So, what to expect on the next 4 weeks?
Dude, touch on it.
I can start.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
get after it.
So every week will be different missions. We spate them in a way that every week we ask you to interact more with the character and specific weapon. So you will have to, master them all over the course of 4 weeks. We also split the rewards, and you see those special offers. They are weekly based. So every week you will have a different special offer with high rarity items. We also worked out like a small theory that it is actually beneficial to buy them in the beginning of the week because
Well, this was
the
intentional.
chances of getting so chances of getting legendary stuff from the box is higher in the beginning of the week because I don't know, Patrick, maybe you can explain it in a
I'll
better
explain
way.
it from the math standpoint. All right. When
Yeah.
we create a collection, we want roughly 2 to 3% of that collection, the outward facing collection, to be legendary. So legendary needs to be rare. Now, you might have noticed that if you look at the premium YUNA box, the percentage output of a actually let me look up the exact percentage output that we set, because I'm pretty sure it is 35%. My God. Whew. So you have 2% legendary items, and there's a 35% output, and this dynamically changes. So once we start lowering the amount of legendaries that are within that pool, or they're exhausted, then that goes away. So what this creates is high demand earlier in the week, where you have a better chance of getting legendary, and then that slowly drops as you go through the week. Actually, I wouldn't say slowly drops. It just depends on you, the community, and how quickly you're purchasing these
burn rate.
boxes. So really, the faster you start spending these gems earlier in the week, the better the chance that you're going to get legendary items. So that's a little alpha for everybody that showed up here. I don't know if you want to tell everybody, but that's something that we wanted to test out during the events and just see how quickly we can build up that momentum for people to really get in early and be rewarded for buying those high performant boxes.
So in a way, like succeeding in the tournament actually kind of a double dipping, right? So you get more rewards from the tournament, but also have higher chances of getting cooler items in the beginning of the week.
Natan just going straight to the shop when he gets those gems in the morning.
Absolutely.
So the golden box. It must be meaning the traditional loot boxes that we have.
Yeah.
So this is
They're
something
sold out for now.
Yeah, they're sold out. We will replenish them probably this weekend. I have a certain amount of chonkies that I've been holding in our store/vault, and I just didn't expect us to run out so fast. So I will go back and pull a portion of those back into the boxes. And that will be for all rarities, all the way from common to legendary. So there will be more there.
Yeah, the reasons we didn't put everything in boxes. Like we keep some of the supply in a safe space, just in case we have either, I don't know, bugs, issues, or whatever. So we will just not lose everything. And I think it's kind of like cool how even operating the game changes with introducing the Web3 layer. because now suddenly you actually have these supplies that you really need to take care of and need to be very careful with it because it's an actual value and this like everything that you produced yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
as
in
you
a safe
said,
world right now.
yeah, I mean that's really it, right? Like we started doing this because if people remember the first attack on the store. And so it became very clear like okay, like we can re-up different items, different I guess quantities on the fly. So right now, we just did not expect so many transactions to happen this week. It's fucking awesome that this is happening. But we will be replenishing like all of the boxes in the store, and yeah, at least for the Una boxes, it's really first come first serve. We made sure that these were really limited, especially when you look at a week to week basis. So really excited to see, yeah, see all of these things sell out.
And I'm looking at transactions right now. So in June, we were like averaging around maybe like 20 a day, maybe even less, like around 20-ish a day. And yeah, right now it's like over the hundreds, like some, yeah, 200 was on Tuesday. Yeah, it's keep
Yeah, almost
growing. Wow,
300.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, to answer some of the questions that are related, and yeah, like Media Kit, absolutely. We were just too busy solving the release itself, but right now I have a bit more time, and I will put together the Media Kit that will be available for everyone. So like logos, some character cutouts, wallpapers, icons, yeah, basically everything what you're asking about. This will be available.
I mean, we already have a media kit that we give to partners, but this is more partner related rather than one that is more open for everyone.
Yeah, even that one I need to clean up. There's a like, yeah, I think we improved on the marketing side,
Yeah.
like at least on the visual side of it.
I think quite
Lately,
substantially.
and I have to
Thanks
keep it up to date.
to
Yeah,
Nikita really doing a lot of work on the marketing side of things, really starting to
thank you.
feel the effect.
Yeah, there was a question about the token.
Token,
So we will definitely do a token someday.
yeah.
Like we're working on tokenomics at the moment,
I
but there is
have
I
some
mean, you
really
can.
interesting breakdowns. So I'll touch on a couple things. First, I think it's important for any game team to really understand the supply demand dynamics of the token and how it relates to the game itself. If you want to just release a token just to release one, like I guess, but for us, it's again really important to make sure like, hey, that token has value inside of the game, and there's things that you can do with it, and this token should be able to do things like special ascensions or upgrades or certain access to parts of the game for these holders. I think there's just really a lot of different types of value that you can create from actual spending the token to just having access to things by owning the token. And so this is really important. Then you have the more traditional tokenomics side of things that, you have to talk with, market makers and exchanges. And this is what we've been going through, really trying to dig deep on even something as simple as like, how do distributions work, right? We have a large amount of tokens that we want to be kind of living inside of the Rogue Nation economy. But how would you unlock that? Would you do it on a linear unlock schedule like most games have done in the past? What's the point of unlocking token for the reason of Rogue Nation economy if it's not tied to the actual user growth? So the demand side, right? So we've been going over a couple different options and a couple different simulations of how that would look, tying unlocks to user engagement, tying unlocks to different types of KPIs, user base size, engagement, these types of things. So we're working on it. We're trying to approach this in the most thoughtful way possible. We've learned a lot from the previous games that have released a token, and oh boy, there's a lot to learn from there. Some good, maybe a lot of it bad, but we know what we don't want to do, and we really want to make sure that the value to the holder is clear, and we just don't fall off a cliff, after day one of TGE.
Gotta do it right.
Mansteris, welcome. The legend himself.
Yeah, I also see Ramen Cash, man. Thanks for dropping by.
Ramen
The
Cash,
man behind the bills and the ramen.
last town hall,
So
he
if
asked
somebody
for
wants,
bills. He got him.
yeah. So if anybody wonders why there's a banknote inside the ramen, ask this guy.
Yeah. Hey, this is why it pays to show up to the town hall. Like, you can ask stuff, and 2 weeks later, you have an impact on the items that people are going to be having in the couple.
No, I was dragging for a lot more than that. It was like some early conversations. I think in April or something.
But yeah, so just to get back to TG, soon. I mean, soon is relative. Let's see. But work is being done.
Yeah. At what point did we derail to TGE?
When you specifically asked when token.
Yeah, exactly.
It always comes up.
All right, I think the last thing we were talking about the YUNA event itself. So I think there is not too much to cover there. So from the things that you will see unique there will be every week an avatar that you will receive for completing all the mission.
Sorry, Nikita, you're going silent. You might have to repeat.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
All right. So there will be 4 weeks of the event. Every week, 50 avatars will be delivered to people who complete all the missions. First come, first serve. And top 25 will receive golden outfits also every week. So this is something to wear, right?
Just in case it's not just me. 250 people will receive avatars if they finish their YUNA missions per week. Top 25 on the leaderboard will get golden outfits. Sorry, you're just like cutting out. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah.
It's not just you.
You know what it might be though is your microphone settings. Just saying. Or not. And he's frozen. Or I'm frozen. Yeah, he's gone. All right.
But am I back?
Oh my God, you're back. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
Good as new.
All right. Well, I think that kind of covers the majority of the topics. As we said in the last one, we want to start doing town halls more frequently. Just make sure that everyone has the most up-to-date information. We're just, keeping you here, keeping you guys informed, and also just making sure that you guys are staying engaged, keeping an eye on you guys. No, I'm kidding. But there are different ways that we can have the community get more involved. And I guess that's something that maybe, Mikita, you want to touch on if internet doesn't rug.
Yeah. let's try. Let's try. All right, no, I'm joking. Let's for real try that. Of course, like playing the game as much as possible, right? So that help us not only with engagement, but also this is the way how you helping us out to catch bugs, helping us to catch some edge cases. Also, like give feedback about how you experience the game. We're always happy to improve stuff. Not only fix things because they're broken, but actually like make things better. And some of the tweaks might be even easy ones. So, for example, last week, basically like last minute before the release, Patrick suggested to me like, hey, I can't see the power up buttons when they appear, and we added this pulsing animation. I think that improves the experience like instantly, and there was not too much effort to fix this.
10x improvement.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, like you can rate us high.
Only 5-star. No,
yeah. On App Store and Play Store. Like this is also helpful. That helps the distribution. Make more content about Rogue Nation. I think this is like something that maybe we lack right now, is just general exposure, especially kind of like gameplay wise. I don't know, let's plays, memes, like whatever you want to create to highlight the product. This would be very helpful. We don't have the content creator program per se running right now. We're working on one, but if you do something, we will find a way to reward you. And I think a lot of people can already, say that. Whoever made a video or needed some cosmetics, you have an idea for the content. If it's not possible to pull off with what you have, just let us know, and we will try to figure out how to make it happen. So let's work together on making more content for Rogue Nation.
Yep. And to that creator / well, it's not ambassador program, but creator program. This is something that we've talked about and we're working on to formalize. And actually, this would probably tie in closer to TGE style things, but more on that soon. Are you frozen again?
Oh, okay. No, I'm frozen. I'm just like silent.
Yeah, you just like didn't move for 15 seconds. Also, big shout out to
I was reading the comments
to Demo and Mansteris for bringing some collabs our way. Actually, really, really awesome. You guys are absolute legends.
Yeah. So actually, this is also something where everyone can be involved, and bringing collabs. You like the project, maybe like some, maybe you like some other project outside of Rogue Nation.
Maybe.
This is fine. Like we don't judge too hard. So bring them in. We'll do a collab together. Two of your favorite projects. We'll do something.
Yeah. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring.
Exactly.
And again, like we just view this entire space as a rising tide, raising all ships. So it's good to collab, make sure that people are engaged, no matter what experiences they're after. But with all that said, we are sharing Mikita's screen, and people were asking for lore. So I think we just have a couple sneak peeks on possible. I love it. You're just like, you're in Figma, like. My goodness.
So, yeah, we started working on lore a long time ago, actually, like in the beginning of the project, because it's always cool to have some base of, from where you build, like everything seems logical. And I can quickly guide you through where we are at the moment and something that we will be developing more and kind of just, I think we will put it all on X and, Discord step by step.
Also, I will just have to say, like, Mikita's an absolute beast of an artist. My God. That does it all.
The only beasts around here. Right. So we have a couple of phases of the lore, and the initial one is the golden age of the past. So Rogue Nation by itself, it existed before the events of Rogue Nation game itself, and it is a world where which was built around the monolith, and this was a powerful thing that basically gave the energy and wealth and all the good stuff to the whole nation, and they lived happily around it. Huh? And
Say
they had democracy and things, like
they had a functioning government, like so few of us
yeah,
have
they have a
nowadays.
function in the government, worked on technology, and have festivals, like all this fun stuff.
It was just great times.
And yeah, and as always happens, there is an internal conflict. Some fuckers wanted more than others, and the internal conflict started to grow, and some unease started to appear in the nation, and this is how we get to the drama and hardship. Something really bad happened. Nobody knows why exactly.
Your outline here is so good.
Nobody knows who exactly caused it, but the monolith explodes. Everything goes to shit. Like small midget people being like, "Oh my god!" We're all dying and they're running. There's almost no hope left. And at the same time, there is an external threat, and this is something that you are already fighting as rogues in the game. The army of darkness come in, and all these like skeletons all around. They're shooting people and shit. It's really not going well. But this is also something that is about accepting this new reality and this new world where those rogues have to exist right now. And
so really, it's about
fighting back.
What you're coming into is a broken world, right? But the pieces have been distributed across it, right? Where there used to be this centralized power, it is now decentralized. This is the new reality. There's these little shards, soon to be in the game, that actually give you power-ups and are very strong for an individual versus the consolidation of making it strong for the specific nation or world. And, as Makita said, like with the destruction of this object, some weird things start appearing. You have these external good and bad, however you want to perceive that, coming into this world of Rogue Nation. And this is kind of the foundation of the lore. We have a lot more that we can go into the details, and that's what we're planning on doing. Just to set that foundation, because one of the aspects of being, Web3 game is that individuals get to come in and kind of help create the ongoing lore as they start to create these extremely powerful characters and weapons. And so you can imagine, whether you become the next Achilles or Zeus, and Zeus's lightning bolt and Poseidon's trident and Thor's hammer, right? Like players will be able to create their own like mythical weapons, their own mythical characters. Of course, they have to do like really crazy things inside this game, but this is the foundation of it all, and we're really kind of excited about how this will work from both the world building and the narrative building side.
And like as the next steps, we will dig deeper in like smaller aspects of the story and try to like showcase more of it, as well as some background stories of the characters that we have in the game right now. So you could kind of dive in their past and maybe even participate in it, right? We're a community for a reason, and I think everybody will have a chance to participate and like help us to craft the past of those of the fridge, for example.
Yeah, and somebody asked earlier about more characters. Of course, we plan on more characters. It's just as a small, nimble team, it's about where the priorities are. And it's definitely in the backlog on the roadmap, but TBD. We'll let you know soon for another town hall. We can only release so much information to you guys on a bi-weekly basis.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, dun dun dun. So, I mean, outside of that, I think we've covered quite a bit. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's about 45 minutes we've been here.
No.
I don't know if there's any more questions from those that are here. Certainly asking some good stuff. Always love the interaction with you guys. And man, you guys are an awesome community.
Yeah, and so many people drop by. Raman, you said it's like 7 in the morning, like where you are at. Like you are an absolute savage if you woke up for us.
7 in the morning. So you must be Pacific Standard Time. Are you U.S.? No, maybe Brazil. I don't know. I can't.
No, I think not only is Venezuela.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember correctly.
Nice.
Memory.
I'm glad you didn't say. Well, never mind. I was close though. It's same continent. Awesome. So, if there's no more, wait, you guys, why are points rewards like 48 and 81? Point rewards.
What are you talking about?
You know what? I think he might be talking about the rogue points. The battery recharge. Like at the end of a level, you can have some like weird values. But the thing is, I forget what the timer is, but the max is 400 within ever the allotted time is. So, yeah, I mean, it is a little weird that we are giving 48 or 81.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably just round to 5. Yeah. Add it to the backlog.
Yeah, I see a couple of people type in. So let's see if there are some questions.
Man, the only time I ever miss being in a Hinter house when it's 30 degrees and 100% humidity. Like
that's good at my place.
Sweating my ass off.
Living in the basement is not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
During summer. The tasting Jamie clocks in. Yeah, thanks, Jamie. Jamie finds all those like, 6 sneaky bots who are trying to like look like people, stealing screenshots from others. Not on his, not on his shift.
No.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think if there is no more pressing questions, thanks everybody for showing up. Nikita, awesome artwork. Storytelling, I'll give you a 7 out of 10, but
I don't know. I see some good comments about it, Maybe I should do a voiceover.
Yeah. Well, I have some ideas on voiceovers, now we can leverage AI for that. But anyway, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Love that everyone's staying engaged, and see you at the next one. We'll probably have in a couple weeks, especially as the YUNA events progress. Awesome. Thanks a lot, everybody, and see you next time.